It's a great honor and privilege to welcome you all to the MVCON 2026, a significant platform dedicated to advancing clinical excellence, research and innovation in diabetes care. At the outset, I extend our deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Jitendra Singh, for graciously accepting our invitation. I didn't even go to Delhi to meet him, but he came. He gave me a call and he came, and that shows the interest he has in this. He is now in Minister of State, Independent Charge for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, and Minister of State in the Prime Minister's Office. He has played a pivotal role in strengthening India's scientific ecosystem. His leadership has been instrumental in promoting translational research, fostering innovation, and supporting national health initiatives, including the expansion of biotechnology and medical research. It's a matter of immense pride for us to confer upon him the Lifetime Achievement Award this afternoon, in recognition of his outstanding stewardship and valuable contributions. And he is coming here today just to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award and not for any reason. He studied in Stanley Medical College, which is my alma mater, and sir, which is my alma mater also. He is a professor of diabetes and endocrinology, and he is an active member of the Research Society of Study of Diabetes of I was the as president. And he was a life member. He is still a patron of the RSDI, and he took part in the past present meeting held in Delhi.
Scientific Committee of MVCON 2026 enjoys the great honor of presenting the MV Lifetime Achievement Award 2026 to the Honorable Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh in recognition of his remarkable career. Dr. Jitendra Singh's journey reflects the rare path of a physician whose influence has extended far beyond a regular clinic, shaping both the scientific understanding of both diabetes and the public discourse surrounding the health and the society. His foundation in medicine began at the Stanley Medical College, Chennai, where he completed his MBBS before pursuing advanced training in internal medicine and diabetes at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. From these formative years emerged a physician deeply committed to understanding and addressing the growing burden of diabetes in India. As a professor of medicine and endocrinology at the Government Medical College in Jammu, Dr. Jitendra Singh contributed significantly to clinical practice, research and medical education. Among his most notable scientific contributions is his pioneering work on stress diabetes in Kashmir migrants, research that drew international attention and recognition from the World Health Organization. And it also highlights the complex relationship between social upheaval, stress and metabolic disease. Dr. Jitendra Singh has also played a vital role in shaping national diabetes initiatives. And as a founding member of Diabetes in Pregnancy Study in India, the DIPSI group, he contributed to the development of clinical guidelines for diabetes in pregnancy that were subsequently endorsed and recommended by the World Health Organization, influencing maternal diabetes care across multiple regions. Beyond the academic and clinical spheres, he has distinguished himself as a prolific writer. Even before entering public life, he had authored 8 books and more than 5,000 published articles, bringing the complex and medical issues into the public domain with clarity and insight. And his widely read newspaper column and popular book, Diabetes Made Easy, which achieved the bestseller status at the World Book Fair in 2002. And it helped bring diabetes awareness to countless readers across the country. In recognition of his contribution to public discourse, he became the first medical professional to receive the prestigious Jamna Devi Gyan Devi Award for Journalism. And it is a unique testament to his ability to bridge a gap that is seen between public engagement, medicine and literature. In the year that followed, Dr. Jitendra Singh carried his commitment to public service into the national arena, where he continued to contribute with absolute distinction. and currently serving as the Union Minister of State, Independent Charge for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, and Minister of State in the Prime Minister's Office, and as well as in the Department of Atomic Energy, Space and Personnel. He represents a rare example of a physician who has successfully translated scientific understanding into leadership at the very highest levels of governance. And his distinguished journey from physician to national leader reflects a lifelong dedication to advancing science, public health and societal progress. It is therefore a matter of great pride and privilege for the Scientific Committee of MVCON 2026 to present the MV Lifetime Achievement Award 2026 to the Honorable Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh.
Senior faculty members of the faculty, ladies and gentlemen. So I honestly don't know where to start from.
Sir.
There's so many things to be said and the temptation to say everything simultaneously. But I think the first, I should begin saying that I'm deeply humbled and I must bow my head and withhold it. And the presence of Dr. MVCON's portrait there, I think nothing could have been more satisfying and gratifying to be felicitated with the presence of his legacy in this room. And as Dr. Narasimhan was saying, Dr. Viswanathan was the pioneer, also popularly remembered as one of the founding fathers of diabetology in India, who started this movement and then formed a group to join him. In a way, he was also one of the first to have deviated over or diverted over to the private sector. And the Vijay Nursing Home is there to personify. So it's such a beautiful journey to be part of this legacy. I've known the family for as long as I've been around. I don't even remember how many years. So Dr. Vijay, though I think a few years junior to me, has always been a very prodigal student, much ahead of his seniors and others, and always excelling in every sphere that he took up. Very active even as a youngster and very forthcoming. And that's why I always shared a very frank, liberal relationship with him. Recently when he called up and he said, in fact he wrote a mail in a very formal way asking me when could he come to Delhi to invite me. So I immediately called up, I said, now you have not reached that stage that you have to come and invite me. I received your message, I'll come over. And I remember it's been so much of togetherness all these decades. Once we were there, I think in Bhubaneswar when the super cyclone happened and all the delegates had run away. So we were few of us. And next day I asked Vijay, I said we should go and see the Konark temple. Why it has not turned upside down and everything else. So they are also we were together. So it's been a lifetime journey. And to be acknowledged by someone who's seen you working has a different kind of a satisfaction. Dr. Narasimhan, as you were saying, I could take liberty with him even on the dining table because as a fellow Stanleyan, we had a different kind of bonhomie and different kind of candidness. He was an assistant professor there, then of course turned over and joined this institution. But wherever he's gone, he's been an asset and a great researcher. And so I was glad to see him as the dean over here. Now, as far as the Lifetime Achievement Award is concerned, actually it happens when you have exhausted everything else. So as Vijay was saying, now also become patron of RSSDI. We were very few. In fact, from North we were hardly any. In our generation, I was the only one, and among seniors, we had Professor M.M.S. Ahuja. And that too because he had a Madras connection because he was an alumnus of Madras Medical College, then became a founding faculty of AIIMS New Delhi. And he was there also, he was known as Madrasi Ahuja. Because though being a shaved Sikh, he was more comfortable being among Tamilians. So that is how this small group started. But I have to honestly thank my mentors, teachers. Though we didn't have the opportunity to be directly mentored by Professor Viswanathan, but his colleagues like Professor Sam G. P. Moses, B.V. Tripathi, M.M.S. Ujjal, Professor Zeshia, they virtually did the hand holding for me because there was no reason. I didn't come with a legacy. And for an unknown boy coming from a peripheral part of the country, they gave me a generous indulgence and offered me hand holding and enabled me to reach the sector stage of medical academics. It wouldn't have been possible otherwise. Though all of us have learned to work hard, to be focused, to be good learners. If you don't, you can't. When we started off in medicine, in MBBS, in Stanley, we were told by our seniors, if you read syphilis, you read medicine. Dr. Narsingh will prepare me because syphilis would affect every organ, starting from primary, secondary, tertiary, up to neurosyphilis. By the time we joined post-graduation, the dictum was, if you read diabetes, you read medicine. Senior professor. And by that time, and then gradually from the communicable disease, we graduated into non-communicable disease. And I remember somebody wrote a lighter piece in Japi saying that now India has graduated into an era of civilized diseases. We don't die of tuberculosis, we die of a heart attack. But today, after this COVID and AIDS, we are beset with both. And now if you have to tell a youngster what to read everything, it's neither syphilis nor diabetes. But luckily you have the AI to help you read. So it's been a beautiful journey for my generation to see this transition happening. And in fact, when we were undergraduates, so precisely that time the ultrasound happened, the CT scan happened. So things were getting introduced. Gradually the textbooks changed over from Britain to US. Our prize textbook of medicine was abandoned, went over to Harrison. Then Harrison also so many volumes, and so on and so on. So there's not whether it was Jocelyn and others. So I think it's been a transition. Now, of course, you don't even look at the book. You have this gadget in your pocket and you pick it up. But it wouldn't have been possible, A, because of these teachers, the mentors, they virtually carried the student in their pocket, which possibly is not possible today for so many reasons. And the dictum those days was that the guide has to carry the student whom he is guiding, whether it's the MD, whether it's thesis or the DM, the guide has to carry the student in his pocket. And we were actually carried in the pocket. So that is how we could also engage in networking. And secondly, I think it is the patient's trust. Though I have stopped I'm not sitting in my clinic after I came into the government because I thought I would be impropriety, but it is quite a touching moment when I see some patient bring a laminated prescription saying that he is still falling. So which means that we have tried to live up to, so we cannot repay all these teachers. Nobody can repay Dr. Viswanathan and all the other, these big stalwarts. But I think the maximum we can do in our modest way is to be to our students what they were to us. They had nothing to gain from us, we had nothing to offer them. And still, we were patronized, we were groomed.